Hey everybody, and welcome back to another deep dive.
Yeah,
You know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Tell us what you think about today's deep dive. We love hearing from you.
for sure.
Today we're diving into an article that one of our lovely listeners sent to us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's all about a recent political ad that's stirring up some controversy online.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this ad is for Kamala Harris, and, well, it's narrated by Julia Roberts.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, pretty big name, right? And, well, it's safe to say that not everybody is happy about it. Newt Gingrich actually went on Sean Hannity's show on Fox News and just completely ripped into the ad.
Really? Okay, hold on. So we've got Julia Roberts, Kamala Harris, and Newt Gingrich all wrapped up in this one ad.
Yep, it's a wild one for sure. But that's why we're here, to dive deep and try to figure out what's really going on.
Yeah,
So why don't we start with the ad itself?
sounds good.
Okay, so the ad, it's basically all about individual choice. It encourages people, and specifically wives,
Okay.
yeah, wives, to vote according to their own conscience.
Yeah.
Even if it means voting differently from their husbands.
Interesting tactic.
And it actually goes a step further and emphasizes that wives, they're not obligated to tell their husbands how they voted.
Wow. Okay, so right off the bat, this ad is kind of walking a tightrope here.
Exactly.
It's this message of empowerment, like, hey, ladies, you have the right to vote how you want. But then there's this layer of secrecy, almost like they're saying, keep your vote to yourself.
It's definitely a choice, is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
But, on the surface, it seems pretty harmless, right?
Yeah.
Like advocating for individual choice in voting.
Right.
It's a pretty basic democratic principle.
Right. You'd think so.
But that's where Newt Gingrich comes in.
Okay. Let's hear about it.
He was on Sean Hannity's show, and he was just furious. He called the ad dishonest, corrupt, even went as far as to say that it promotes lies within families.
Lies within families, huh?
Yeah,
Strong words.
very. And it's hard not to point out the irony here.
Oh, yeah.
Newt Gingrich, a man who's had his own, well, let's say complicated history with marriage infidelity, is suddenly the champion of honesty and family values.
That is pretty ironic when you put it like that.
And it's not just him. Other right-wing figures like Charlie Kirk have also been criticizing the ad. It really makes you wonder, what's the real motivation behind all this outrage?
It's definitely more than meets the eye here.
Right.
So let's think about this for a second. For a long time, women weren't even allowed to vote. Their right to vote was basically tied to their husbands.
That's true.
So this ad, even though it seems simple, it's actually touching on some really deep-seated anxieties about power dynamics and gender roles. It's challenging those traditional notions of who has the authority within a family.
And maybe even within society as a whole.
Exactly. And that's probably why it's getting such a strong reaction from certain groups. They see this ad as a threat to the established order.
It's like saying the Democrats are trying to undermine the American family.
Well, that's a pretty loaded statement. But it's definitely tapping into that fear that things are changing, and those changes might not be for the better.
For some people, anyway.
Yeah. But this whole controversy also raises some really interesting questions about relationships.
Like how?
Well, how do you handle those difficult conversations with your partner when you have completely different political views?
Especially on something as important as voting.
Exactly. Like, how do you maintain respect and open communication when you fundamentally disagree with someone you love?
And how do you balance individual freedom with the expectations and responsibilities that come with being in a relationship?
Really gets you thinking.
Absolutely. So what started as a seemingly straightforward ad about voting has really opened up this Pandora's box of social and political anxieties and questions.
It's almost like this ad accidentally hit a nerve,
It definitely struck a chord.
and exposed some of those deeper tensions that are simmering beneath the surface of our society.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for breaking all that down with us.
Happy to be here.
And for all of you watching, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let us know your thoughts on this whole controversy down in the comments.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
We love getting your perspective. Until next time, keep on diving.
Keep diving.